go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick. 0 to 100 real quick.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Ready?
And a nice run to start out. 6 yards on the first play of the game.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, set.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Here's 1st and 10.
Opposite. 3, set, hunt. Ready?
Here's a run going left. And the strength on display, rattling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
49-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ready?
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and a couple.
Down. Cut, cut.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
2nd and 2. You're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss at 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Blue 32. Cut.
Back to throw. That one high. He finds Golden. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Come on, set. Yellow, 22. Ready?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And that will lead to a 2nd down. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked by Demetrius Knight. And the Bengals are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
At their own 48-yard line.
Ready?
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. Not much happening there, just a short game.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Here we go.
A run once more, that's Harvey. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Hey, here we go, here we go.
Draw play here for Harvey. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
At his 48-yard line.
The Bengals ready to punt this one away. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Let's go now.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
Ready.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
38.
Throwing now from the gun. That one reeled in by Golden. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And it'll be 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch from contact. 3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And he's in! Touchdown, Green Bay. His 12th touchdown of the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly.
And look at this. The extra point is blocked. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Come on, come on. Set. Ready.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
We are through one. It's the Packers on top. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter. They've got it with a second down and 10.
Let's go now.
Now an option here, left side. And he'll get forward, give him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds, and that's going to bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
70 rings. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Short one there to his tight end, Fan. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
Ready up. Set punt. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot down the field. And this will be incomplete.
So something they teach these defenders, and especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic. Don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here. The defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready. Cut, cut.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And it's 3rd down.
Third down and 9.
Let's go now. Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready.
Daniels now on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target. And 3rd down coming up.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10.
19 Lions.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Here we go. Set. 10 black. Ready, go.
Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Okay, ready? Come on. Set, Bronco.
On 1st down, Daniel. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. It's 2nd down.
Ready.
Now Daniels. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here.
Gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Micah Parsons into double figures now. That is sack number 10 on the year.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line.
Ready.
His drive will start on the ground. He's going to be marked down up around the 33. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
Come on, set. 52, ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. His throw left side is complete. He's taken down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. To the left side and taken in by Golden. And they'll take this down inside the 35. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
He'll drop to throw. A very good throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field, so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
It is 3rd and long.
Set, ready, hut, hut.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And they're not getting sniffed the first down line there. They'll get 5 yards, or they'll bring up a 4th down. So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come. This 4th down is looming.
A 48-yard attempt.
Reichard's kick is good. And the Packers will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Shot, ready? Here we go, shot. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Buffalo 18. Go.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Straight ahead goes Harvey. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Yeah, 18, Pioneer. Rambo 80. Warrior 70. 30.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. This one down the field, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field in the punt team coming on.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go. Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
Yeah, so you can see the screenplay. The timing was just out of whack from the jump. So the key is, Mike, the running back has to stay in phase with his offensive line. If one of them gets out too fast or too slow, the back and the blocking don't marry up. And you see that's why he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3rd down. We'll try to get it on the ground. And that's not going to work at all. He'll manage to get back to the line. That is all. It is 4th down. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the 2nd half is underway. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. That's caught by Harvey. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
On play action, Daniels. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's 1 running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch them off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Warrior 70. Get up.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. Over the middle of the big target. Man. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Working the middle, that's Harvey. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
It is brought in the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown It's an out. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
That's pulled in, and they're able to tag on the two-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
And they're on the 35-yard line.
What's down?
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2.
Ready, set.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be brought down at the 45. That is Omar Norman Lott there to bring him down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Set, ready. 52 blaster. Ready.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
On the ready. Now go. Buffalo 86, Hawk 70, Hawk 7.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy. He's close to a 1st down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
70.
From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 5.
Panther 60, Panther 6, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready.
They'll throw with Daniels. He's going to air this one out. And that is incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
Okay, ready.
3rd and 5.
Panther in the 70 Lions.
Here's Daniels. He gets that to his big target back. Look at the big man go. And he will score. Noah Fant. Touchdown Bengals. His 4th TD grab of the season. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry, what an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Ready. That is incomplete, and the two-point conversion is unsuccessful.
14, Packers 9.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to have a Packers first down as he's able to take it up to the 30-yard line.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
So, first and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Cut.
They'll stay on the ground. And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Here we go. Set. Cut.
They'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Pass caught right side by Kraft. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Ready. 45. One.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Now a run to begin the fourth quarter on first and 10. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Packers.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, It's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Ready?
Now off the bootleg. He'll look to throw here. This one complete down the field to Golden. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Ready? Ready?
They'll turn and hand this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet she's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
2nd and 10.
Set. Ready. Black 40. Ready.
Throwing now from the gun. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Ready, set.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down.
10 black. Cut.
They'll throw out of the gun. The left side, he finds Kraft. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
On the ready.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Set.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
Here we go. Stop. 70 Timberwolves.
Play action. Here's Daniels. Escaping to his left. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd reads, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Toss, right side, that's Harvey. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. Back over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Deputy! Cougar Knight, Jack Panther!
A run with Harvey. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Tag! Panther 60, Panther 60, rig, rig! Again,
it's Harvey. And much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, that second down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they're in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting third down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Crack all 80. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
They really needed that one, didn't they, Mike? I mean, they have to find a way to keep this as a one-possession game. This will at least give them a chance to do so, depending on what happens here on 4th down.
The Bengals out and ready to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 45. White. 10 cycle. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle. That's Kraft has got it. And they'll take this down inside the 35. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
50. 43 rails. Ready?
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. I'll throw left side there. Not going to find the target. Incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Come on, set. Third striker. 3-3.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Here we go. Set.
They'll go play action here, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
Set.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Ready?
Handoff now for Harvey. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. Clock is stopped. 47 seconds left here in the 4th. Here's 3rd and 7. Daniels now going to look to throw. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. And the Packers will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
And when they needed to come up with a play the most, Mike, this defense delivers. They desperately needed to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance to go pull this one out. Now they come away with a big takeaway, and at the end of this game, they got a shot.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And the Bengals are right back in this one.
And with time not on their side, they're trying to push the ball, generate some sort of chunk play by throwing the ball over the top of the defense. It's going to end up being a little bit too predictable. The defense is able to take the ball away, and barring something crazy happening, puts them in a prime position to close this one out.
So this one in the win column for the Bengals. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.